Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. Currently, I'm a senior in college in the middle of searching for a job. I was really good with computers, and I wanted to put that skill to use. I'm taking a lot of interviews at companies in order to become a system engineer.
Interesting, Hiroshi Ohira. You did this all by yourself?
Yes, it was just a little hobby of mine to create these systems.
The fact that you can make a system of this level out of just a little hobby is pretty incredible. I think we'd be able to use it on the job almost immediately.
What? Really? It's an honor to hear that.
If you're such a brilliant potential candidate, we would love for you to come and work with us, Hiroshi. You're hired. You got the job.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm going to do my best. I look forward to working at your company. Thank you. And so, that was how I got my first job out of college. And I entered Ton Demo Company as a system engineer. This was my first job contract. And when I signed it, I signed a contract stating that this company could use the systems that I created as much as they wanted to, at no additional cost. I was really excited about my new job.
Of course. At the end of the day, you have the rights to these systems that you create. We're simply going to be using these systems because you allow us to.
I'm really happy. It's an honor that something that I made in my personal life for fun can be used like this at a real company. Please. I hope you can use all of my systems. And then, before I knew it, 10 years had passed by. The company did in fact use a lot of the systems that I created, and business for the company had been steady ever since. I'm doing my best every single day 10 years later, as a system engineer. Mr. Ohira, I know that we don't need to worry as long as we leave this in your hands. We're counting on you as usual, to do a great job on this project. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your trust in me. And also, my personal life was going well. I met my partner Yuina through the introduction of a mutual friend, and our relationship has been going steady now. Hey, Yuina! Hey, listen, this weekend, I made a reservation at this restaurant for dinner. I was thinking, we haven't gone out to eat in a while, so maybe we could go out for dinner?
Really? That sounds great. I'm so happy.
And then, there's something that I wanted to ask you in advance because, I don't want to scare you on the day off or surprise you too much, so maybe I should ask you now?
What is it, Hiroshi?
You see, I just wanted to ask you, you're not adverse to flash mobs or things like that, right?
What? Flash mobs? Oh, you mean that thing where random strangers and employees start dancing out of nowhere? That thing?
Yeah, that thing.
I've seen it online. That's a surprise where a lot of people overseas do that whenever they're trying to do a surprise proposal, right? Wait a minute. Could it be?
Oh shoot, she's on to me. I got too nervous and I said something that I shouldn't have said. No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
Oh, Hiroshi, you really are the sweetest guy I know. I know you're just trying to be thoughtful of me, and you're always thinking of me. That's what I love about you so much.
I love you too, Yuina. A lot. So, will you please marry me?
Hiroshi! Yes, I would love to marry you.
I wasn't able to hold back the feelings inside of me that were already overflowing. I had this whole plan for the weekend, but I ended up proposing right there on the spot. But thanks to that, I was able to become engaged to my girlfriend, Yuina, and right now, I'm on cloud 9. This was the happiest I'd ever been. A few days later...
So, what did you want to talk to me about, Hiroshi?
Yes, thank you for your time. It's about my salary.
Not again. You're so persistent. It's annoying.
I hate to bring this up myself, but over the last 10 years, I do believe that the systems that I've created have greatly contributed to the success of this company.
And?
And also, to tell you the truth, I was thinking about getting married soon, and I was hoping that you would consider raising my salary, considering everything I've done, and for this new chapter of my life.
Getting married or not is your own free will, so even if you bring that up, that's going to be a problem because it's not our business.
But for 10 years now, you've kept me at the same salary as when I first entered this company. And plus, my bonus has only been going down every year. This was the CEO, Mr. Kanada. Even though he was really cheap with his employees' salaries and bonuses, he would use company expenses in order to buy his own personal items like golf clubs, or even expensive luxury cars. And to top it all off, he would call it market research, and he would go on vacations overseas. He got to spend as much as he wanted at luxury costs. And I simply wasn't able to accept this any longer. At this rate, I can only consider changing jobs. If you can't increase my salary,
Changing jobs? Don't you see that our business is going steady? And it's only going to get better from here? Are you really going to consider quitting a company like this?
If business is steady and going up, then please increase my salary.
Let's see. Well, perhaps, eventually.
You've been saying that for 10 years already, but it's never changed.
Wait, what the hell did you just say? If you're going to be so irritating, then you're more than welcome to quit. You could go to another company, but there's no future for you there.
What? But why's that?
The systems that our company has developed are at the top of the industry. Even if you go and try to work with one of our rival companies, you're not going to win against us.
Mr. Kanada, you seem to be very confident in saying that, but I'd like to remind you that that exact system was something that I developed.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? However, over the last 10 years, the other employees have updated it multiple times, so you can't claim that system to be yours anymore. It belongs to the company.
No, but that's ridiculous. If this was the system that I developed while I worked at this company, then it's true. The rights to that system would lie within the company. However, that system was something that I created on my own time as a college student, before I even entered this company. And plus, when I first entered the company, we signed a contract, didn't we? That at the very least, the rights to the system belonged to me, and that I was simply allowing you to use it without any extra cost.
Well, now that you mention it, maybe we did have a contract like that, or maybe we did. I don't remember.
Well, we did. And it's assigned. See? Here it is.
What? Wait a minute. You went out of your way to grab that paper from 10 years ago?
Because you're being this stubborn about it. So please, Mr. Kanada, can you not reconsider at least only a little bit?
Ah, damn it. That guy's such a pain in my neck. Every single month, he comes to me, and all he ever talks about is money, money, money. All right, fine. If you want me to make your salary so much better, then I'll consider it, and I'll think about it.
Oh, really, sir? Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? Every weekend, when I go out golfing, I'll give you the opportunity to take me to and from the golf courses. You're welcome.
Excuse me?
What? You don't want to do that? But it's an honor. And that means you get to spend every single weekend with me, the CEO.
No, thank you.
In that case, after I go golfing, I'll give you the right to give me a shoulder massage. It's a shoulder massage.
Huh?
What do you say? But that means you get to be of service to me, the CEO. Aren't you happy?
No. Everything that you're saying is to make your golfing experience that much better. It has nothing to do with my job.
In that case, as an extra bonus, I'll give you the right that I get to call you out with a phone call at any hour of any day, and you join me for drinks.
No, sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. That's not all right. That's more like a punishment.
I'm giving you all these exceptional rights as a bonus, and you're still unhappy?
Obviously I'm going to be unhappy. Please, sir, my salary.
Is that so? Well, then I suppose we have no choice but to have you resign.
It seemed that Mr. Kanada was starting to get irritated with me, and he was trying to corner me into resigning from the company myself. But at this point, I didn't want to work under somebody like this any longer. When I thought about the life waiting for me to support myself and my wife, I knew that I couldn't keep going like this.
Hiroshi, no matter what decision you make, I will always support you.
Thank you, Yuina. She was always by my side and believed in me. And for her sake as well, I decided to take a big step, and I made my decision.
Well, Mr. Ohira. I heard that you're resigning.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for everything until now.
Well, this is quite a disappointment. I would have loved for you to stay, but I see you're insisting on quitting. In that case, I guess there's nothing I can do.
He has zero intention of trying to keep me here.
But you know, for me, I suppose it's better now that I don't have an employee who's always unhappy and always bothering me.
There it is. So that's how he feels.
That reminds me, you have a wedding coming up, right? Are you sure you're going to be okay quitting your job now?
Yes. In the beginning, I can survive on the resignation money.
Oh, your resignation money. Yeah, yes, that's right. Here you go. This is it. Well done until now.
Thank you very much. What? 5 cents? Mr. Kanada?
What is it?
There was only 5 cents in this envelope. But this must be some kind of mistake, right?
No, this is no mistake at all. That's your resignation money.
Huh? 5 cents? After I've been working at this company for 10 years?
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that according to labor laws, I should be receiving a couple $1,000s after 10 years. Isn't this illegal?
But that's not the case at all. According to labor laws, it's written out there that the resignation money is up to the judgment of the company based on the performance of the employee. That's why, even if your resignation one is 5 cents, it's not illegal.
But please, sir, 5 cents is way too horrible.
Horrible or not, it's based on the performance of the employee, isn't it?
Is that so? I see. I understand.
Well, look at that. You understand. Well done, Hiroshi.
If that's how you feel, then I will also act according to the labor laws.
What do you mean?
In accordance with the labor laws, I'm going to have you return all of the systems that I created back to me. If you insist on using them, even after I resigned, let's see. Yes, please. Buy it from me for $1 million.
What? 1 million? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding at all. It's just in place of the resignation money anyway. And if you're not going to purchase it from me, then that's fine. But I'll erase all of the data.
What did you just say? But our company has already made many adjustments to that system. It's a completely different thing from your original system.
Please wait, Mr. Kaneda!
What the hell do you people want?
I'm sorry, but we could hear you from outside of the office at our desks. And it's about that system, but the main components of that system, we're still using the foundation that Mr. Hiroshi created originally.
What? Is that so? And?
Yes, and first of all, when it comes to all the systems in our company, Mr. Hiroshi created the foundations for all of them. And so, without those foundations, the systems won't work.
So, what are you going to do, sir? Will you purchase them from me for $1 million? Or shall I erase all of the data?
Who on earth would hand $1 million over to you? If you're going to erase them, then be my guest. Go ahead. However, only the parts that you created. Do you hear me? Everything else is ours.
Like I said, what we're trying to tell you as those are the most important parts of the system. Are you sure? Are you really sure that I can delete them all?
Go ahead. Even if you leave, we have some of the most brilliant engineers in our company. Hey, you guys!
Yes, sir!
You need to recreate all the foundations of the system that Ohira created. Right now, immediately.
What?
And with that, it's going to be a problem for us, even if you delete all of the data, right?
But, sorry, sir, but...
Mr. Kaneda, do you realize how crazy that is?
Shut up! This is way better than handing over another penny of money to you. If anything, I'm glad that we have this opportunity to erase all of your footprints. And listen up, I don't need any employees at this company that can't listen to my orders.
If you're going to take it that far, then fine. Well then, I'm going to go ahead and delete everything now. All of this data is erased.
No!
Also this, and this data as well. All of it. Delete it.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes? What's the matter?
You're going to erase that much?
Well, yes, of course. You said that I can erase all of the systems that I created, right? And that you don't want me to leave any footprints here at this company, right?
Well, yes, I may have said that, but I didn't expect it to be this much. Hey, all of you, you better recreate all of these exactly as they were.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Excuse me? What are you saying now? You know that these are all systems that Hiroshi made when he was still a college student, right? Surely you can all recreate this easily. You're the best engineers we have.
No, sir, it's impossible. A system of this caliber, you would have to be a genius to be able to create them.
What did you say? A genius? This guy? Hiroshi Ohira?
That's a given, sir. Everybody knows that Mr. Hiroshi is one of the best system engineers in the entire industry.
In order to create a similar system to this, even if all of our engineers worked on it together at once, at the very least, it would take a minimum of 3 years.
That long? In that case, we're not going to be able to do any work. Wait a minute. Does that mean that this system was really that amazing?
Sir, that's why all of us have been trying to tell you this multiple times. But this is what happens when you don't value Mr. Hiroshi's abilities on a daily basis.
Hey, Ohira! Is there anything I can do now? Is there anything I can do to change this?
Nope. It's already too late.
What am I supposed to do? At this rate, our company is finished! It's over! What do I do?
The system that I created was not only the foundation of all of the systems the company was using, but it was the pillar of this company. So as long as that system wasn't working, then it meant that the company wouldn't be able to do any of its work. And just as I expected, by the next month, the company had collapsed. And to be honest, the CEO, Mr. Kaneda aside, I felt really bad about what I had done to the other employees in the company. On the other hand, after I resigned from Tondemo Company, I decided to take the biggest leap of faith, and I started up my own company. This was a new beginning for me as the CEO and representative of Hero System Company. And I felt a lot of responsibility for causing the downfall of my previous company. After all of the employees lost their jobs there, I decided to hire every single one of them at my company.
Mr. Hiroshi, thank you very much. We look forward to working with you here at Hero System Company.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for joining me.
It's an honor to be able to work with you again, Mr. Hiroshi. We won't let you down.
Luckily for me, over the 10 years at Tondemo Company, I gained a little bit of a reputation within the industry. And so, I was able to receive the help and support of my former clients as well as the bank, and setting up my new company was a very smooth process. I had business from the very beginning.
I want to keep this between the two of us, but Mr. Kaneda's attitude on a daily basis was very impressive, and the contract conditions were never great, so I wasn't very fond of him. However, we always trusted you, Mr. Ohira, so we're very happy to be working with you again, and we feel comfortable transferring all of our work to you.
Thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to be able to work with you. I look forward to working with you again here at Hero System Company. From the start, we were steadily increasing our clients, and it was getting to the point where work was becoming very busy for the staff. So I decided to hire some new employees for this next stage. But then, next person, please come on in.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Ohira.
Mr. Kaneda?
Yes, well, long time no see, Hiroshi.
I'm almost amazed that you were able to apply to our company. Are you serious?
Well, yes. It seems that my previous employee is having a hard time, so I thought I would come here and lend a helping hand. Maybe give you some advice.
Interesting. Well then, let's start the interview. I'd like to ask you, do you have any special skills that can contribute to this company?
Yes, well, see, I'm very good at securing business contracts over golf.
That's not a skill set that we need at this company whatsoever.
Is that so? Are you sure? Well then, I know a lot of high-end lounges and clubs that I'm a regular at around town, and I'm sure that you'll be able to use those for some of your business meetings. Isn't that right? Oh, or to let off a little steam?
Nope, we don't need that at this company either.
Okay then, in that case, I can put on a dance at the company party. This was my classic act, and everybody loves it. It'll be a huge hit, and the party would be a success. So what do you say? When can I start?
You're not hired, Mr. Kaneda. Please, that's enough, and you can show yourself out now.
No, but please, Mr. Ohira, it's Sir Ohira. Please don't say that. I need a job. I haven't been able to get a job anywhere else. I've tried everywhere and everything.
But of course, I refused to hire him. After that, I don't know where Mr. Kaneda went or what he's doing with his life, but it was none of my business anymore. A few months later,
Mr. Ohira, we were able to secure a contract with a new client.
Is that so? Well done. My company was only continuing to grow, and everybody was working really hard every day. And at home, I would be sent off every morning by my new wife and come home to her every day as well. This was the happiest that I'd ever been. My name is Hiroshi. I'm a normal salaryman that you would find anywhere. Hiroshi, can you take care of this next? Sure, got it. After a change in regulations of the company, it made it difficult for me to get promoted, but I was blessed with good colleagues that made it easy to work, and I was fairly fulfilled by my daily life. I'm home!
Welcome home, honey.
You made dinner for me again! Thank you!
This is nothing. Come on, let's eat. Wait, oh no, the leaks are still attached in this.
That's totally fine. It's been 2 years since I married my wife, Saho. We both still work at the same company since then. She has silly parts like this about her, but she's my precious wife. However, there was one strange thing about Saho.
By the way, this weekend, I'm going to go out.
What? Again?
What do you mean again? Is there a problem? Or what? Are you telling me I can't hang out with my friends?
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. But recently, you've been going out every single weekend.
I need to let go of some stress too. More importantly, can you hurry up and eat your dinner? It's going to get cold.
Sure. She's been going out a crazy amount lately, and not only that, but she gets really dressed up and looks excited.
La la la.
Surely she's meeting up with just a friend, right?
As if. There's no way I'm just seeing a friend.
You have a pretty bold personality, even though I shouldn't be one to talk, since I'm also having an affair.
My husband is the idiot for not noticing. It's not like he has a particularly good face either. He's nice, but that's about it. My husband just isn't enough to satisfy me.
Well then, why did you get married?
I heard that he was going to get promoted, but it doesn't seem like that's the case at all. To be honest, financially, I don't have much peace of mind either. My husband, there's pretty much nothing going for him.
Oh, so you're just after the money.
How rude! You can say it was a strategic marriage. A strategy to live easily and smart.
Well, I don't really care whatever it is. Just make sure that your husband doesn't find out.
Find out? As if? There's no way that I would slip up like that. I'm going to keep living smart from now on too.
And so, the weekend arrived.
Well then, I'm gonna go now.
Have fun! So she did go out in the end. Oh, Saho's bag. She left them out. Did she own bags like this? Why do I feel like she has more brand name things lately? I don't really want to doubt her, but maybe this could be an affair. A phone call? Hello? Hey Hiroshi, it's me! Are you free today? Actually, I'm out golfing right now, but somebody didn't show up. What do you think? Golf? Now that I think about it, I haven't been in a long time. That being said, I guess you have your wife, Saho. If you're busy with family things, then you don't need to force it, so it's fine. No, Saho isn't home, so maybe I'll go. And so, I was invited by my colleague, Sasaki, and decided to go golfing. I've been prioritizing my time with Saho until now, so I hadn't participated in a while. What's the matter, Hiroshi? It's nice for you to come home, but you seem totally down. Did something happen? Actually, Saho's been acting kind of strange lately. Saho has? Yeah, on the weekends, she's always going out, and she has a lot more brand name things that she never had before. Do you think this means she might be cheating on me? Wow, that's definitely suspicious. Well then, why don't you put a GPS on her? GPS? Yeah, then you'll know where she is, won't you? No, but things like that, I don't know. I feel kind of bad about it. You really do love Saho, don't you? What? You've calmed down now, but in the beginning, it was totally obvious that you were completely taken by Saho. Really? That's embarrassing. Well, I understand how you feel. You don't want to stay feeling this way, right? Here, this is an app where you can both know where the other is. There are a lot of people who use it. I didn't know there were apps like that. With this, you don't have to hide it from Saho, so don't you think it's a good idea? Yeah, thanks Sasaki. I felt pretty bad about doubting Saho like this, but just as Sasaki suggested, I decided to try downloading the GPS app. I'm home!
Oh my, welcome back. Were you out?
Yeah, Sasaki invited me to play golf.
Oh, really? Nice. Damn it. Well, then I should have had more fun while I could.
Anyway, Saho, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What?
Apparently, this is really popular lately, but do you want to try it together?
What is it? Let me see. Wait, what? This is a GPS!
Yeah, apparently, it's an app where you can know where the other person is. Lately, you've been going out a lot, so I was getting a little bit worried.
Excuse me? Worried? Wait a minute. Are you suspecting me of cheating?
That's not it. Well, I can't say no, but I don't want to suspect you. That's why I wanted to download it together.
I don't know about that. This is your fault. You're the bad one for not believing in me.
Well then, let's go out together this weekend.
Humph, I already have plans anyway.
Come on!
Anyway, if you put any kind of GPS on me, I'm going to sue you.
Saho! That didn't work. But if she's not doing anything suspicious, then she shouldn't need to get that mad, right?
I seriously can't believe him.
What's the matter? Your husband?
Yeah, he tried to put a GPS on me to track my location. He's the worst. If he does that, they'll find out that I'm cheating on him.
Well then, meeting at a house would be the safest, so that he could track you whenever.
A house? But his wife is at his house, so I guess that means my house is the only option? Ugh. At my house is going to be a pain though. Seriously, this is the worst. This is seriously so annoying. Thanks to this, I can't easily see you anymore either.
It would be too easy to accidentally leave evidence behind at a house, too. And there's the chance your husband would suddenly come home, too. But if he has a GPS on you, that would be scary, too.
GPS? That's it. I just had a great idea. That's it.
What?
The GPS. I should plant one onto Hiroshi.
I see. Then you'd know when he's coming home, too.
Exactly. And with this, I don't have to be on edge every time I see you. Oh, but with the app, that means that he would have my location too, right?
I've heard of something before called an AirTag. I'm pretty sure it was made to prevent losing things, and I think it has a GPS on it.
Well then, let's get to buy that. Could it be that I'm a genius?
Isn't it almost time for your husband to be getting home?
I have this today, so it's fine.
Oh, that's the thing we bought the other day.
That's right. I implanted the AirTag underneath my husband's lunchbox. I connected my cell phone to that AirTag, so I know exactly where Hiroshi is. Let's see. Looks like he just left the office.
Let me see. You're right, it's moving.
With this, I don't have to worry about when he's going to come home. We're super smart, aren't we?
On the other hand, right at that time, another long day at work. I'm exhausted, and Saho, she should be home today. Wonder what this is. A notification? An AirTag is found moving with you? What? That's suspicious. I'm not being hacked, am I? That's a weird notification, so I shouldn't touch it.
Oh, my husband is going to be home soon.
Oh, well, then looks like I should be leaving soon.
Yeah, I'll contact you again. Even still, I'm really glad that I bought this. If we didn't have this, I would have to ask you to leave early just in case to avoid the worst.
Big thanks to the AirTag.
Seriously, makes having an affair so easy.
I'm home!
Welcome home, honey. What an idiot, coming home without knowing anything. Well then, I'm going to wash it, so give me your lunchbox.
Thank you, but I should wash my lunchbox myself sometimes.
What? No, that's a wife's job after all.
Is it? Thank you.
Because if he washes it, he'll find the AirTag. In return, you better not forget that lunchbox at the office ever.
Yeah, of course. Now that I think about it, ever since that conversation, she stopped going out completely. Maybe it was my misunderstanding after all. Hiroshi, have there been any developments since then with Saho? Oh yeah, she rejected the suggestion of the GPS. Rejected? Yeah, that's right. And she was furious, saying, "You don't believe in me?" My bad. Because I made that bad suggestion. Not at all. I thought your suggestion was a good idea, Sasaki, but I didn't think it was something to get that angry about. Oh, also, listen to this, Sasaki. What's the matter? I've been getting this weird notification on my phone recently. A weird notification? Like what? Like, it says, "You are moving with an AirTag." You know a lot about cell phones, don't you? AirTag? Do you know anything about it? What's there to know? That's a GPS. GPS? That being said, it's just something to prevent forgetting or losing things. What do you mean? You know, like your wallet or your keys. You put an AirTag on things that would be troublesome to lose. And then, if you connect that AirTag to a cell phone, then you would always know where your wallet or your keys are. So then, what's the difference between that and a regular GPS? An AirTag is a product made by the cell phone company. That's why every time you check the location of an AirTag, the AirTag senses cell phones that are nearby. And then, to get that lost wallet or keys delivered when lost, it sends out a notification that the owner is looking for this item. Oh, so that's why I was getting notifications that I hadn't seen before. So does that mean that somebody lost something near me? No, because in that case, you shouldn't be getting the same notification that many times. Wait a minute. Could it be that you're carrying around an AirTag somewhere? What? Does that happen? Because think about the timing. It started happening after you spoke to Saho about the GPS, right? That's true. They say it's darkest right under the lighthouse. So maybe it's unexpectedly close? You know, like maybe underneath that lunchbox? As if! That's pushing it. Surely there's no way. Wait, what? There is something here! Whoa, are you serious? There's actually one there? Now that I think about it, Saho was really insistent that I never forget the lunchbox at the office. Wow, Saho, she's really crossed the line. I really tried to believe her. Whoa, and another notification. Nice timing. Maybe. See, look, it's my cell phone too. I get it. It senses nearby cell phones. That's why you're also getting a notification. But the fact that we just got the same notification probably means that Saho's checking the GPS right now. So you said you've never tapped the notification, right? What? Yeah, because it was suspicious. I see. Take a look at this. Let me see. This is a lost item. If found, please contact... Wait a minute. That's totally Saho's cell phone number! Now it's clear that Saho was the one who planted it. Saho. Even though she was so against the GPS herself, after coming at me, and yet she's the one that was cheating! I won't forgive her! Hiroshi, you still have days off left, right? What? Oh yeah, I do. But what does that have to do with anything? Why don't you use one of those? For this afternoon. What? I'm saying you should go home, right now. You never know. Saho might be having her affair at your house right now. Wow. If you catch her in the act, then Saho won't be able to come up with any excuse. Go on. I'll take care of the rest of the work this afternoon for you. Sasaki, thank you. Sure. Now go. Oh, but you better leave the AirTag here before you leave.
We're lucky that we both have the day off today. This is the best, that we can mess around from the morning.
But I saw you checking the GPS just now.
That was just in case. Of course, it was at the company. See, even now.
You're right. Your husband must be working really hard right now.
Yep, not having a clue that we're doing this right now. Poor guy.
You really are a bad girl. Well, I guess I can't talk about others myself. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
Didn't it sound like the front door just opened?
What? Are you sure you're not hearing things? Because, see, the GPS is at the company. And plus, he told me that he was going to be back late today.
Are you sure? No, but I'm pretty sure that I just heard, I'm home! What?
Roshi, why are you here?
What do you mean, why? This is my house.
But you told me that you're going to be back late.
Well, I finished up my work early, and then today, I just happened to forget my lunchbox at the office. By the way, who's that guy? What are we gonna do, Saho?
But you promised that you would never forget the lunchbox.
What? That's your point? Obviously, that was on purpose. I've already seen right through you that you put an AirTag on the lunchbox.
Huh? But how? Even if you found something like that, you shouldn't be able to know what it is.
Oh, I asked my colleague about the AirTag. Also, it seems that you didn't know this, but every time you check the GPS on that thing, it sends out a notification. And that is to all of the cell phones that are nearby that AirTag.
What?
I bet you were checking it just now, weren't you? That reminds me, there were still a lot of people that were left in the office.
What? Wait, so does that mean... What does that mean?
I bet everybody at my company is getting the notification.
No. But that means that everybody's going to know that I was spying on you using AirTag, because I work at the same company.
I bet you didn't even take the time to read the instruction manual. Looks like that annoyance you always have was your downfall.
No way.
Well then, I have all the evidence aligned. There's nothing you can say to get out of this anymore.
This is bad. This is really bad. No, that's not it.
What's not it?
I was just messing around with this person. Who on earth do you think you would ever even like someone this ugly?
Huh? Is that seriously what you were thinking?
Shut up! Anyway, the person I truly love is you and you only.
I really did love you too, Saho.
Well then?
Unfortunately, those feelings have all disappeared already. Of course, we'll be getting a divorce. And I'll be getting a full settlement fee from you too.
What? Settlement fee? Please don't say something so awful. And plus, coming home and leaving the GPS, trying to trick me like that, that's awful.
Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. You're the one who planted the GPS and tricked me.
But, because...
Yeah, why don't you give us your excuses at the hearing?
No way.
As a result, right after that, I divorced Saho. Not only that, but I discovered that Saho actually had relationships with a number of other people. Of course, I collected a settlement fee from every single one of them, and now I was able to receive a large amount of money in my hands. Saho, on the other hand...
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I heard that Miss Saho got a divorce in the end. Not only that, but I heard the reason was because Miss Saho had an affair. What? Even though she was spying on Mr. Hiroshi by putting an AirTag on him? The notifications were so annoying during that time. Is that how badly she wanted to have an affair? I can't understand it. But also, using an AirTag without understanding its features? Perhaps there was something missing in that head of hers. Why is this happening to me?
Apparently, it became hard for Saho to be at the company, and she resigned soon after. I don't know where she is now or what she's doing, but one thing I do know for sure is that she's carrying a very high debt in order to pay that settlement fee. My name is Hiroshi. I'm a college student currently in the middle of job hunting. I actually have an interview with a company I really want to work for today, and I'm really nervous right now. Everything's gonna be alright. I practiced a lot for this interview, so I just need to stay calm and do what I did in practice. Alright, let's do this. Excuse me? Yes, come on in. Please sit down. Thank you. Alright, could you first tell us why you want to work for us? Yes. The reason I applied to this job opening is because I kind of stumbled over my words a bit. But the interviewers were very friendly and nice. And thanks to that, I was able to answer their questions frankly and smoothly. Mr. Odaira, could I ask you a question? Yes, of course. What is it? Do you like playing shogi? Wait, do you like playing shogi as well? I do. So, you're into it as well, I presume? Yes, I love it! My grandpa taught me how to play when I was young, and I've been a huge fan of the game since then. When I was in elementary school, I always used to go to the local shogi club to play with adults. For a while, I wanted to become a pro shogi player. Obviously, that didn't come true, but... I see. That's interesting. Apparently, the company's CEO loves playing shogi, just like me. And we were able to bond over that, and talked about the game for what seemed like hours. Thank you so much for your time. I'll excuse myself out now. Yep, thank you for coming. Well, looks like you really liked him. Sorry about that. I'm just really passionate about shogi, so I couldn't help getting excited. And actually, I've seen him before at the shogi club I always go to. I think I've even played with him before. Wait, really? Yeah, I think he was still in elementary school when we played against each other, but I just couldn't seem to beat him. He was really good. What? Even you couldn't beat him? Man, he must be a really talented shogi player then. Yeah, I don't know how good he is now, but back then, he was amazing. I was really impressed with his foresight, but I'm really glad someone like him is hoping to join our company. I'm really honored. And the skills required to be a good shogi player are the same as what you need to be a good businessman. You always say that, don't you? Yeah, I really think he has a bright future ahead of him. I would love to work with him. I'm excited already. And a few days later, I received a letter notifying me that I passed the interview process for the company. And my first few weeks at the company were exceptional. I was surrounded by helpful bosses and passionate colleagues. I worked really hard to produce results, and I was able to gradually improve my numbers. And 3 years quickly passed. I was finally getting used to the way things worked at the company, and was becoming a veteran when...
Hey, Mr. Odaira, I grabbed some tea for you. Please, take some.
Oh, thank you so much. You shouldn't have. I can do this for myself, you know.
Well, I want to do it for you, you know?
This is Miss Sakai. She was sent here from a temp agency, and she just started working here.
You always work hard for the company, so I wanted to help you out any way I could.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my desk now.
Man, Julia's so adorable, isn't she? Her eyes are round and so beautiful. Her hair smells nice. And she's probably the most attractive girl in the entire office. Man, I wish I could get married with a girl like her. This is Matoishi. He's one of my colleagues. Wouldn't you agree, Hiroshi? Well, I do agree that Miss Sakai is very attractive, but is that the kind of things that you usually think about during work? You're always that distracted? Well, of course I am. I basically wake up every morning and come here every day to observe cute girls in their natural habitat. That's weird. You should be coming to work to do your job. And the deadline for one of your assignments is coming up, right? You really should get on that, you know? Yeah. You're like my mom, you know. You worry too much. This was around the time Miss Sakai started talking to me quite frequently. And every day, we'd spend a couple of minutes together, sharing a conversation or having a drink together. And eventually, I started falling for her, like everyone else in the office. She was just that attractive and kind. Miss Sakai, could you please go out with me?
Yes, I'd love to.
And a few months after we started talking, Julia and I officially started dating.
We were one of those office couples now. And a few years after that, we got married. No way this is actually happening. I can't believe Julia's quitting her job because she's getting married with Hiroshi. I proposed to Julia 20 times, and she turned me down every single time. Damn it! Why is this happening to me? I had no idea that Matoishi was jealous of me though, and I spent my newlywed days happily with Julia. Everything was going well for me at the time. But one day, you're transferring me to another department? That's right. I want you to gain some experience at other departments as well, to help you grow. You're one of our best employees, and I want you to develop a wide range of skills. I understand. Thank you so much, sir. And that night, that happened today, and I'm gonna get transferred over to another department soon. Things are gonna get busy for me because I have to relearn everything, but I'll try my best.
I see. So you're getting transferred in the middle of the fiscal year? That's a bit random. Are you sure this isn't happening because you're not good at your current job? Maybe marrying him was premature.
And so, from the next day, I started working in a brand new department. Things got really busy for me as expected, but the work I was doing at the new department was fulfilling, so it didn't take long for me to learn, and I was able to become a major contributor in no time. But wait, you're transferring me to another department? Again? Yes. I want you to work with the PR department next. Sure. Whatever you say, sir. Just as I was getting used to the way things worked at my new department, I was transferred over to another one. And this wasn't the only time this happened. I got transferred over to multiple departments, and it almost felt like a cycle. And as I was getting moved around left and right, I started to lose confidence in my ability. Maybe I'm not very good at my job. I'm doing my best, but maybe it isn't enough. Oh, hey, Hiroshi. I heard about what you've been going through. The CEO has been moving you all around the company, right? Matoishi. And while you've been moving around all over, I became a team manager at my department. A lot of people thought you had a bright future, but I guess I turned out to be the better employee in the end. Damn it. You should put yourself out of your misery and quit. And when that happens, I'm sure Julia will get tired of you and abandon you as well. I can't wait. And this was around when my colleague, Matoishi, started making fun of me and picking on me every day. But that wasn't even the worst of it. When I got home every night, I'm home.
Welcome back.
They're transferring me again. Now they told me to go to the accounting department.
What? Are you being serious right now?
I'm really sorry. I've been trying my best, but I don't know what's happening.
It doesn't matter how hard you're working. You need to produce results or your work means nothing. I can't believe you're getting moved around like this. It must mean that they've lost hope in you. I'm embarrassed to have someone like you as my husband.
I'm sorry. My wife started treating me like this when I first transferred over to a new department. She's been really cold and distant to me, and I just couldn't relax at home. That was really getting to me mentally. But one day...
Huh? What is this? Doesn't he need this for work? Why would he leave it at home? God, he's so useless. Man, I married him because I thought he was going to become the CEO of our company one day, but I guess I judged wrong. How was I supposed to know that this was going to happen? Maybe I should start looking for a new man? But for now, I gotta make sure that he doesn't get fired. If he does, both of us will end up on the streets. I gotta go deliver these documents to him. God, this is such a drag. Hello?
Whoa, Julia! Haven't seen you in a while. What's up? How are things?
Oh God, this is the guy that proposed to me like 1 billion times. He still works here? Oh, hey, Matoishi. Long time no see. Things are good. I'm just here to deliver these documents to Hiroshi, because he forgot them at home.
Oh, thank you, Julia. But just between us, there's something we need to talk about. Hiroshi's been losing it lately,
What?
I mean, I don't blame him. He's been getting transferred over and over again. Thanks to that, he's being left behind by his colleagues. I'm a team manager now, but he's still just a regular employee. I don't think he has a real future here,
I see. But I didn't know that you got a promotion. Congratulations. That's amazing. He's a team manager already, huh? And I think he's still pretty young, too. That's not bad.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And so, I think you should think about your future with him as well. I don't think he deserves you anymore. You're too good for a guy like him. You deserve someone more like, me. If I say so myself.
Huh. So this guy still likes me, huh? That's pretty convenient, though. If what he said is true, then Hiroshi truly has no future here. I guess it's time to jump over to another ship. Yeah, maybe you're right. And Hiroshi never helps out with chores back home. It's been really stressful being married to him. He's not the kind of husband I imagined he'd be. It's been really bothering me, you know? So if you'd like, we can go out for dinner or something. We can talk about this more. And you can listen to me vent about Hiroshi.
Yeah, I'd absolutely love to do that. Are you free tonight? We can go out for drinks.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And so, the two went out for dinner that night, and they slept over at a hotel together as well. I obviously didn't know that this was happening, and I was at work trying to figure out what was happening with my career. And a few months later, the CEO's calling me into his office again. Maybe this time I'm gonna get fired for real. Good afternoon, sir. You wanted to speak with me?
Oh, yes. Thank you for taking your time to come up here. I actually want to talk to you about something very important.
Are you actually going to fire me now?
What? Fire you? I would never fire you. Are you crazy? There's a reason why I transferred you to all kinds of departments, you know.
And so, the CEO explained the reason to me. But what he said was absolutely unbelievable. I was standing there, unable to say anything, but the CEO continued.
And I've noticed some inconsistencies in our accounting lately. The balance sheets haven't been balancing properly. And that's one of the reasons I sent you to the accounting department. Did you notice anything strange or out of place there?
Well, now that you mention it, there were random receipts from different restaurants being filed under company expenses. And the hotels that some of our employees have been using were on the higher end of the market. And someone also filed multiple expense reports for gifts that they're allegedly giving to their clients.
I see. That's interesting. Could you maybe look into this matter further? I would love to do it myself. But I'm the CEO, so I can't move freely around the company as you can.
Yes, sir! I now knew that I wasn't being transferred over and over again because I couldn't do my job. And so, I was able to regain my confidence and focus on my job again. I did my best to figure out what was going on with the accounting inconsistencies, and eventually, I was able to figure out who was behind it all. Meanwhile, this was what Matoishi was up to. Hey, Julia! I finally have enough for us to get married and host our wedding. We can finally get married soon.
Really? Oh my god, that's great news! God, I wish I would have just married you from the start. Why did I even choose Hiroshi over you?
Yeah, I've been asking that question over and over again for years now. Why'd you choose him?
Well, people were saying that he was gonna be the next CEO of the company and stuff, so I had high hopes for his future, you know? But now, I'm gonna have to get a divorce with him. It's really tragic, you know?
Yeah, you're so right. But I guess it worked out in the end, you know? I saw Hiroshi being called out to the CEO's office the other day, so he's probably gonna get fired soon. Good riddance.
Oh wow, that's so embarrassing. Maybe I should go visit him in his office and hand him the divorce papers myself. That would be hilarious, right? And it's a good way of getting revenge on him for ruining our marriage.
That's an amazing idea. You're such a terrible girl, aren't you, Julia? And that's what they were talking about behind my back. We'll see who's laughing in the end, damn it. You guys are gonna get what you deserve. Just you wait. And so, the next day...
Hiroshi, I want to get divorced with you.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
No, it hasn't. I've been thinking about this for a while now. My dream was to live a peaceful and worry-free life as a stay-at-home wife. But I can't do that by your side anymore.
Alright, I understand. That's hilarious. You're signing your own divorce documents in your office. That's so tragic. God, I'd be so embarrassed. This is so pathetic. I ignored Matoishi as he made fun of me, and I signed my side of the divorce documents without resisting. And when I was done, I handed it back to Julia. Alright, I filled everything out. Happy now?
Yeah, now we're complete strangers. Please never talk to me ever again. I don't want anything to do with you.
Alright, sure. By the way, this is completely unrelated, but you're fired, effective immediately, Matoishi. Huh? What the hell are you talking about, man? Have you gone crazy? And besides, you don't have the authority to fire me. Also, I haven't done anything to get fired. You're the one that should be getting fired, you know. Well, I do have authority. I'm going to be the next CEO of this company. What? Did you just say the next CEO? You've officially gone crazy, haven't you? I don't blame you, though. This all must be shocking for you.
That's hilarious. You were being transferred over to different departments in the company just weeks ago. There's no way you could ever become the CEO of this company.
Are you sure about that? I think Hiroshi is the best candidate to fill the vacancy after I retire. You're joking, right?
Sir?
Oh, this is no joke. I'm still making the necessary preparations, but I'm going to appoint him as the next CEO of the company soon. No way! But I thought you were moving around the company because he was useless! Why would you make someone like that the next CEO? Well, I was doing that because I wanted to give him sufficient experience in different areas. That's obviously going to be critical for him to perform his duties fully. And besides, he has produced results consistently at every department that he was assigned to. It's really impressive. Thank you so much, sir. And I gave him a special assignment the other day, but he has completed that perfectly as well. Isn't that right, Hiroshi? That's right, sir. Matoishi, you said earlier that you haven't done anything that would get you fired, right? Yeah, but what about it? Well, I was just surprised at how easily you lie. I mean, you've been stealing the company's money, haven't you? What? What the hell are you talking about? Look at this receipt that you filed. Tell me what this expense was for. I bet you can't. These expenses are all made up, aren't they? Take this one, for example. It says here that you bought a woman's purse for some reason. Who the hell did you give this to? Huh? Well, I gave it to one of my clients, like Mr. Kakimoto. What the hell are you talking about? Mr. Kakimoto is a man in his 50s, and he always carries a backpack with him already. Shut up! Who gives a damn anyway? Well, the company does. You spent all this money when you were out hanging out with Julia, right? I mean, you guys are having an affair, right?
Well, wait, how do you know about that?
I found out when I was looking into how your boyfriend was stealing the company's money. Here, I've got this picture as my evidence. Not only were you guys having an affair, but you were also using the company's money to fund your dates. That's ridiculous.
What the hell are you doing? Why would you steal from the company?
What? This is all your fault! You were the one that kept on demanding me to buy you different stuff!
So you're blaming me now?
Yeah, but anyway, you're fired, Matoishi, and the company is going to send you an invoice soon. And you're gonna have to pay us back for all of the money that you've stolen from us. No way! And Julia, you obviously know this already, but we're getting a divorce. And I'm going to make sure you compensate me fairly for the emotional harm you've caused me. So you better get ready to pay up.
Wait, please! You have to hear me out, Hiroshi! It was all Matoishi's fault! He tricked me! He told me that you were never gonna get far in this company, so he tricked me into dating him!
Well, whatever the reason may be, you never should have dated him.
No, you've got me all wrong. This is all a big misunderstanding. I only love you, Hiroshi!
I'm sorry, Julia, but I just don't love you anymore. And look, I already signed the divorce document. All I have to do now is hand this in.
Wait, please! I'm sorry, honey. You have to forgive me. Please!
God damn it! My life is over! And afterwards, Matoishi was fired for stealing from the company. He also had to pay the company back for the amount that he stole, added with the damages. I also made sure to file for compensation from him for having an affair with my wife. So eventually, he ran out of money and had to borrow from some shady people. And apparently, someone saw him getting carried away by scary-looking people in a black van. Meanwhile, Julia broke up with Matoishi shortly after the incident, and she's been texting me every day asking me to get back together with her.
Wait, what the hell? Why can't I send messages to him anymore? God, what am I supposed to do now? Even my parents abandoned me.
That's 'cause I blocked you, dummy! But now that I don't have anyone in my way, I can focus on learning the skills required to become a good CEO. My name is Hiroshi. I'm working a couple of part-time jobs to make a living right now. My father owns his own business, and he always taught me that I should pave my own financial path and never rely on handouts. That's why my parents were never willing to buy stuff for me, and I've always bought the things I want myself. And my goal right now is to buy a cute car and take my grandma out for a drive. But if I'm going to do that, I need to act. It's not like I have a lot of options though, so I'm gonna focus on the jobs that I have right now. I've been trying my best to follow my father's words, and I've been working hard to make a living off of my jobs. Thanks to that, my goals seem to be quite achievable. But things are often harder than it seems, and it felt like I wasn't getting close to my goal of purchasing my own car at all. And so, I'm still stuck riding my old, half-broken down K truck that I bought years ago. I love this car to death, but I do want a new one that's cute and fit for my grandma.
Hey, Hiroshi, you said you were going to take me out for a drive with your new car soon, right? When's that going to happen? At this pace, I might die before you actually take me out for a drive.
Grandma? Well, I've been trying my best, but it's hard making money, you know? It might take a while. This is my grandma. She's the oldest and wisest member of our family, and even my father respects the hell out of her. But she's always been hard on me, so I've never gotten any gifts or money from her. She might not be like the average kind grandma that you see in other families, but I still loved her. She always rooted for me, and I wanted to make her happy. Well, I've been saving up money from my grandma, so maybe she's willing to contribute a little. I guess it's worth asking. Hey Grandma, you think you can lend me some money? Just a little bit? If you do, I can get you a Benz right away, and we can go on a drive next month.
What are you talking about? Have you forgotten about the family rules? If so, then I'll remind you.
Whoa, hold on. I'm sorry, alright? I know what the family rules are. I'm never supposed to take any handouts, right?
Well, why'd you even ask if you knew what they were? You're a smart, intelligent kid, Hiroshi.
Looks like I'm gonna have to figure something out myself. My grandma wasn't willing to assist me financially, but I always knew that wasn't going to happen. So I decided to work extra hard to make my dream come true. Yes! I finally have enough to buy my own car! Oh, so you finally have enough, huh? I can't believe someone like you is gonna buy a Mercedes. You're really stepping out of your tax bracket with this, you know? Well, it might be a Mercedes, but it's the cheapest one they sell. But a Mercedes is still a Mercedes. It's impressive. I know you've been working really hard for it, so I'm proud of you. And take me out for a drive when you actually buy it, alright? Of course. But I gotta take my grandma out for a drive first, though. You're obsessed with your grandma, aren't you? And now that I finally reached my savings goal, I only had one thing left to do. And that was to head to the car dealership with my old pal.
Oh, what's going on? You seem awfully happy.
Well, duh! I finally have enough to buy my own car now. I'm about to head to the dealership. You won't have to wait much longer, Grandma.
All right, then I'll come with you.
Huh? Why?
Well, why not?
I guess. Sure. Let's go then. I knew exactly where the dealership was, since I always visited it to look at the cars they had on sale. But now, I was actually heading inside the dealership to make a purchase. I couldn't believe the day was finally here. And so, we parked in the parking lot of the dealership. Hey, Grandma, we're here.
I kind of feel sick. Could you just head inside and let me wait here?
Sure. But are you alright?
No, I'll be fine. I just forgot to take my medicine, so I'll take it now and wait here. You're a kind boy, Hiroshi.
But I'm really worried about you now. I can't focus on buying the car while you're sick.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's not a big deal. Just go inside and make a purchase. You've been looking forward to this day for months, haven't you?
Yeah, but tell me if things get worse, alright?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm much younger than you think, you know.
I was worried about my grandma, but she insisted that I went inside to purchase the car, so I decided to walk inside. Alright, that tiny car's the one I've been looking at. Let's head inside and make it official.
What the hell is this dirty truck doing in our parking lot? This thing doesn't belong here. And there's even an old woman trying to sleep in there. What the hell was the driver thinking when he parked this car here? And look at that man that just came out of the driver's seat. He's dressed like crap. Does he even know where he is?
Hello. I'm here to purchase that tiny Mercedes car that you guys sell.
You need to go home. We have nothing here that we can sell to you.
What? Why are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? This is our first time talking to each other, right?
Yes, of course you did something wrong. Look at how you're dressed, and look at your car. I bet you don't have enough money to buy any of our cars.
What? That's not fair!
Well, life isn't fair. Now get out! You thought you could walk in here wearing that dirty-ass shirt and purchase one of our cars? Well, you thought wrong.
We are a Mercedes dealership. We're not some used car shop, you know. And you need to take that old hag who's about to die in your car off our property. Hey, do not speak about my grandmother like that. That's over the line, sir. And I may not be dressed in a suit, but you have no right to insult my grandmother like that. You have to apologize to me and her right now. I am never going to apologize to the likes of you. As a business, we have the right to refuse service to certain customers. And besides, it's not like you have evidence of me insulting you. Now you need to leave or I'm calling security. Damn it, you bastard! I was really mad at this guy, but I guess he did have the right to choose who he gave service to. I couldn't forgive him for insulting my grandmother, but he was right that I didn't have the evidence that showed that he said those things about her. And I was worried about my grandma's condition, and couldn't spend all day here arguing with him. I was frustrated, but I had no choice but to retreat for now and go home. Man, that was a close one. I can't believe that guy would ever come to a place like this. I wanted to purchase the car I had my eye on really badly, but I guess that was just gonna have to wait. I'm really sorry, Grandma, but I couldn't buy the car I was hoping to buy.
That's the least of our worries right now. Are you all right? You seem shell-shocked. And I saw you arguing with one of the workers here. But what happened?
Well, what happened was, I felt ashamed while I described the encounter to my grandma, but she just nodded her head and listened until the end, without interrupting.
I see. That's terrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that. But all right, two can play that game. They'll see that they picked a fight with the wrong family. And I'm going to make this dealership go bankrupt by the end of tomorrow.
What are you talking about, Grandma?
Hello? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I need you to come to my place right now. Yeah, drop everything you're doing right now and come. It's an emergency.
I had no idea what she was talking about, but I knew that she was being serious, and she can be terrifying when she's serious.
Hiroshi, let me grab the wheel. I'm driving back home.
You sure about this, Grandma? And so, my grandma drove us home as fast as she could, and when we arrived at her place, we saw someone standing at the front door. I didn't recognize him. Hello? Did you want something from us?
Nice to meet you, sir. I'm actually your grandmother's secretary.
What? You're my grandma's what now? I didn't know you had a secretary, Grandma.
Have you prepared everything?
Yes, everything's ready for you.
All right then, let's get things started.
I was super confused, but my grandma paid no attention to that and started making a bunch of phone calls. She was talking about finances, taxes, bonds, and stocks, and it was too difficult for me to follow. I was super confused from beginning to end, and I was completely out of the loop. But by the end of the day, my grandma seemed to be done with whatever she was doing. That made me feel relaxed, and so I was able to get a good night's sleep that night.
Hiroshi, wake up. We gotta head over to the dealership we went to yesterday.
Grandma? Why are you dressed like that? Are you going to a reunion party or something?
It's a Wednesday, Hiroshi. Why the hell would there be a reunion party today? But anyway, we've got a suit for you as well, so you should change and get ready.
I'm sorry. I really don't understand what's going on right now. What the hell?
Keep your mouth shut and just get ready to go out. Come on, we don't got all day.
I wasn't sure what was going on, but I decided to go along and get ready as my grandma said. The suit that my grandma prepared for me was a perfect fit, and I felt really comfortable in it. Man, I feel like I can do anything now. And my grandma's secretary was driving today, so I just sat in the back of the car as we drove to the dealership. That's fine and all, but I didn't know my grandma owned such an expensive car.
I'll explain everything to you later. Just follow my lead for now, all right?
Welcome. Wait, you're those customers from yesterday. And why the hell are you guys wearing suits today? Did you hire that poor man to pretend to be your butler or something? You can't fool my eyes. I know you guys are poor already, so I'm going to have to turn you down.
What the hell are you talking about? Your dealership is going out of business, so you better pack your bags and get ready to leave.
What? Have you gone crazy?
Do you know what this is?
What is that? It's a piece of paper. Wait, it says here that this location is closing down. Is this supposed to be some kind of sick joke? This is ridiculous!
No, this isn't a joke. This is an official letter from your parent company. Look closely, and you'll see that it's real.
But this doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would this granny over here bring a letter from our parent company, huh? Well, I have to agree with him on that one. Why does she have that with her?
Well, that's because your grandmother is the owner of the real estate company Suka.
What? You're kidding me, right? Whoa! Even I've heard of them. They're the industry leaders, aren't they?
I actually owned a large portion of your parent company's stocks, but I couldn't fathom why you would treat my grandson like you did yesterday. I just couldn't forgive you for it. So I decided to buy up your stocks and become the majority owner. It wasn't easy, I'll tell you that.
She contacted a lot of different people and managed to secure 51% of your parent company's total stock pool. You know what that means, right?
Wait a minute. So, if this granny is the owner of Suka, then does that mean that this man is going to take over after her? But then that means that this guy's really rich too. That doesn't make sense though. If he was rich, why would he drive that old ass truck here? Well, my parents have always been strict about never taking handouts from other people. So, then you should have just begged them to give you some money. You're their son. They can't just abandon you and not help you. And if you were rich, you should have dressed like it. That way I wouldn't have mistook you for a poor man. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? So I'm supposed to smear gold all over my body or something? Besides, it shouldn't matter how rich I am. I was your customer, and you should have treated me and my grandmother with respect. No, this can't be good. I have to stop them from shutting this place down. Ma'am, I don't know what your grandson here told you, but you can't shut this location down. Besides, I'm innocent.
What the hell are you talking about? I know this dealership has been losing money for many years now, you know, and I don't need you dragging my company's feet.
No way.
We'll wait here for you for 3 minutes.
Now, in that time, you better go pack your things and get out of here.
No way. I can't. I'm not going to let you shut this place down. I don't deserve this. I don't.
Well, you do. You shouldn't have looked down on others and judged them for how they look. I hope you're able to correct your ways in the future. Oh, looks like they're here.
Huh? Who's there? Hello? You're the person that ordered our services, right? We'll move everything out and get things cleaned up by the end of the day. No, you can't! Please! Hey, you're in the way, man.
Yeah, thank you. Just get rid of everything, please.
No, please! Don't do this! But they did, in fact, do it. And in a couple of hours, the entire dealership was left empty. No, my store!
I was going to let you keep your store if it was making money, but you weren't so. And remember, you've always got to.
Earn your way up?
That's exactly right, Hiroshi. Now, let's get out of here.
No, please, don't leave me here! Afterwards, the dealership that I originally went to was terrible, but my grandma introduced me to a better one, and I was able to purchase my dream car there. I was finally able to make my dream come true. A lot has happened, but I worked my butt off for this car, and it's the most precious thing I own now. I love it with all my heart. By the way, the dealership owner was fired from his company shortly afterwards for running his dealership to the ground. He opened a used car shop shortly afterwards, but he kept on disrespecting his customers, so people stopped showing up, and his store went out of business again. Oh, and about the new empty lot where that dealership used to be. Apparently, my grandma's gonna build a new Suka office there. But you should have told me earlier, Grandma. I had no idea that you were the owner of Suka.
Well, you wouldn't have tried to work hard if you knew.
Well, maybe you're right.
And you better not end up like that man from the dealership. You can't look down on others just because they have less money than you. Eventually, you're going to eat crow for it.
I know. I saw what happened to him, just like you.
All right. Then could you take me to the beach? I like looking at the waves, you know.
And the fun times have just begun. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.